Just moved here. Just joined a gym in my neighborhood. I think it's a little ghetto. Maybe it's just me. First thing I saw when I went in the gym was this dude just pimp walking, right? On a treadmill. Yeah. I wish I was joking. He had a couple girls behind him with high heels on stair stepper machines. Finally get in the weight room. All the weights are in grams and kilos. That was kind of weird.
Hey everyone, do yourself a favor and go and use the bathroom before you watch this next clip. Trust me, I didn't, and now I'm wearing fresh jeans.
I had this conversation the other day on the phone. Nobody really likes you. You're not likable. You put the toilet paper on wrong on the roll. When you do the robot, you just do that one arm thing. You don't even know the whole dance. People wouldn't even come around and talk to you if they didn't have to. I'm just saying, you need to know these things. What? That's too much? All right, then just put Happy Mother's Day, your loving son. I live in a nice neighborhood. We have an association. If you're not familiar with an association, it's basically a gathering of jackasses. Jackass in my neighborhood is very angry at me right now. He doesn't like that my Christmas tree lights are still up or that they're plugged into his house. I got engaged this summer. Very exciting time. Thank you very much. Didn't even see it coming. We were in South Dakota. Avoid South Dakota. Driving through South Dakota in the Black Hills, right in the shadow of Mount Rushmore, she proposed to me. It was a beautiful thing. We have 3 kids, 2 of which have already moved out. She made me wait 18 years to prove my mettle before she proposed to me. So she proposed. I said yes. It was beautiful. We got back to Minneapolis, where I'm from, and I took the ring off. And she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, honey, I'm a man, and men don't wear engagement rings. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment and all, but I'll put it back on after we get married." She goes, "Yeah, no, I can understand that, but what are you doing?" I said, "Honey, I'm a man. Men don't wear engagement rings, and I'll put it back on after we're married." And she said, "No, I heard you. What are you doing?" I said, "I was just looking at it." Very pretty. I'm a blessed man, thank you. I knew she was the woman for me early on in our relationship. I suffer from kidney stones. And if you've never had kidney stones, let me tell you something. You haven't had pain, okay? Kidney stones are brutal. I've had 15 of them in my life. 15 kidney stones. One point, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm lying in bed thrashing about in just pure agony, calling out for Jesus to just take me away from all of this. And she leans over to me and she says, "Honey, are you having a kidney stone?" I said, "Yes, please, dear God, yes!" And she said, "Could you go sleep on the couch?" You try to better yourself for your partner. You try to be a better person. And I decided that I had gained too much weight, so I was going to go to the gym. And I went to her and I said, "Sweetie, I've gotten fat. I need to go to the gym. What do you think?" And she said, "I don't mind." I was like, that's not the positive reinforcement I'm looking for. Some of these jokes are going to be just for me. I grew up middle class poor. For those of you who don't know what middle class poor is, we had stuff, but we didn't have good stuff. We had things that weren't what you would brag about. Like the kids, we had cereal, but not good cereal. So the kids who were eating Sugar Smacks, I didn't have Sugar Smacks, I had puffed wheat. Hey, puffed wheat is just like Sugar Smacks without the sugar or the smack. Puffed wheat is such a bad cereal that the manufacturer thought they could make it taste better by injecting it with air. I don't think you're with me on this. Puffed wheat is so bad that even it doesn't want to be in the bowl. Like, it tries to escape. You have to hold it down when you add milk. Or Kix. We had Kix cereal. Kix sounds a lot like tricks. That's where the similarities end. Kix's slogan was kid tested, mother approved. What homeless shelter did they query to get this endorsement? Trix turned your milk into a wonderful, delicious rainbow smoothie. Kix makes your pee smell funny. We have 3 kids, 1 of each. The oldest daughter got busted smoking pot in high school 3 times. She got busted smoking pot. I've never done drugs in my life. I don't care either way, one way or the other, right? I'm like at the point in my life where they should legalize marijuana and outlaw Congress. That's just my opinion, okay? But she got busted 3 times, and at her high school, what they do after the 2nd time is they suspend you for 3 days and make you attend a pot awareness seminar, okay? My daughter got busted for the 3rd time, and they sent her to a pot awareness seminar. She knows about the pot, people! I feel like the horse has gotten out of the barn on that one. We had an argument, she and I. I don't know if you're familiar with how teenage girls roll. It's relatively unpleasant. We had an argument a couple of Christmases ago, and it ended with this sentence. Her to me, "Why don't you go die?" Now that reminded me of conversations that I had had with my parents when I was young and how they were similar and how they were different. They were similar in that I was very disrespectful to my parents a lot of times too, and they were different in that my dad would handle it by throwing me through a wall. So we had this little discourse, and then we got home, and she had intimated to me earlier in the week that she wanted a new iPod for Christmas. Now, I bought that new iPod because I'm a kick-ass dad. So we do that. I get home, I go up into my room, and I take out the bag, and I take the box that the iPod is in out of the bag. I open up the box, I put the iPod in my back pocket, I close the box, I put the box back in the bag. Then I grab a hammer because I have those laying around, and I put it in my back pocket. Then I went into her room, and I presented her with the bag. And the bag, she opens up and she looks in there and she pulls out the box and her eyes just well up with tears. And she says, "Daddy, I love you so much. Thank you so much for buying this iPod. You really love me." And then I took that box and I put it on her nightstand and I smashed it with the hammer I had. It was at that point she invited me to go ahead and die again. My name is Ron Lamprecht. Thank you so much for coming.
Did you know that laughter strengthens your abs, it strengthens your lower back, and it helps your respiratory system? You can watch this next comic twice a day, and you can skip that insanity workout. You're welcome.
The holidays just ended. I love the holidays because I get to spend time with my family, but my personal favorite holiday is Halloween, because Halloween's the one time a year Jehovah's Witnesses get to see what it's like for people to knock on their doors. Keep telling you we're not home. Once again, my name is Diego Curiel. I know some of you guys were confused when he said that. You guys were like, Diego is a weird name for a lesbian Samoan girl to have. It's the hair. I know it's true because I walked into the wrong bathroom at Walmart, and instead of saying, "Get out," a lady was like, "Bitch, there is a line. Get to the back." But I'm not Samoan, I'm Latino. And in case you can't notice, I know I'm very Latino because of my family's actions. My dad barely got a Facebook, and the first thing he did was play Farmville. He mastered that in a day. He even unionized the workers. What? He's He's the Cesar Chavez of interweb landscaping. They're gonna build them a cyber park. There's gonna be kids horchata. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. My favorite part of my culture is the women. Any Latino women in the audience? Finally got the day off. Congratulations, ladies. That's awesome. My favorite women to make love to are Latino women, because as you make love to a Latino woman, you can find out her life story through her tattoos. Oh my God, you love carnitas? I love carnitas! It's amazing. And there's lots of fun games you can play with Latina girlfriends. Whenever my ex-Latina girlfriend would get mad at me, I would always change the Sharpie cap colors on her Sharpies, because nothing's more hilarious than a woman with red eyebrows lecturing me. Oh man, it's very fun. I just did a show for the K-9 units of Sacramento, and it was really bittersweet because I love dogs, but they had better health care than me. What is that? I felt like adopting one and stealing his identity. My name is Bodie and my paw hurts. Take care of me. And cops are weird. In Stockton, they have a sign that says, "Stockton Police, we make an arrest every 39 minutes. What the hell is that? That's faster than most pizza places. If you're gonna arrest me, I hope you're proper at 6. That's all I really want. Yeah, we do need cops though, I guess. I had my car stolen a year ago, and I parked my car in a bad neighborhood, but I didn't know it was a bad neighborhood till I came out and my car was gone. But they replaced my car with a freaking baby. That's not a fair trade. That baby's not gonna get me to work. I went on Kelly Blue Book and that baby's worth crap, even in fair condition. I don't hate kids, you guys. I just never been a parent. I can't relate. The closest thing I've had to being a dad is 8th grade home ec and the baby egg they give you. But the messed up part was my teacher gave me a brown egg. I didn't even have to go to Maury to find out it was mine. Keep telling you that's not my yolk. I just got out of a long-term relationship last year. It was a 4-year relationship, and I realized you play a lot of games when you're in long-term relationships. Not fun games like Angry Birds or Scrabble, but games like Cry Myself to Sleep, Watch You Flirt with My Best Friend As I Do Nothing, or my favorite, Guess What I Meant When I Said What I Said. It never means what the hell you think it means. Ever. And dating's tough now. Like, dating, everyone has fetishes. Like, women want you to have a job. Weird. Dating websites are ridiculous, too. Like ChristianSingles.com, BlackPeopleMeet.com, or my favorite, AfricanPeopleMeet.com. Love is only 2 clicks away. I think cartoons are ridiculous now because they teach kids they could do anything. Like Bob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Actually, Bob, no, we can't. Not in this recession. Not without the tools and not without the Mexicans leaving. Screw Arizona. I don't even drink the tea anymore. And I mean, we're all playfully racist among friends, though. We keep that private. I was driving with my friend Victoria. She tries to be funny. She's like, look, it's your cousin. Points to the corner. It's a Mexican selling strawberries. I'm mad, but I'm like, damn, it is my cousin. Oh my God. And friends are mean to each other. Like, my friends always be like, Diego, we totally saw you at Home Depot today. First of all, I go to Lowe's just to fight that stereotype. Justify that stereotype. I know I have weird thoughts, though. I know this is really true that I have weird thoughts. On my way over here, I was crossing the crosswalk to get over here, and these Mormons on bicycles cut me off. And then it hit me, how come there are no Mormons in the Tour de France? If anyone would be good at cycling, it's gotta be them, right? But before I leave, I'm gonna tell you this. My favorite people watching story was 2 weeks ago. I was on the bus, and a Middle Eastern guy jammed his finger, and he starts cursing. And this lady's all offended. Sir, there's no need to use the F-bomb. And I'm just like, ma'am, of all the bombs he could potentially be dropping, it's the least of our worries. Thank you very much, Pasadena. Have a great night.
Do you guys like impressions? Well, check this out. That's my impression of you after watching this next clip, so enjoy.
My name's Dominic. I understand if you don't remember that, I'm one of those people that's terrible at remembering names. I'll meet someone like 10 or 12 times and I just can't keep their name in my head. So, and you know, that's not a good way to be. Like when you're like me, you know, it's impolite to forget people's names, so I have to do the polite thing, which is trick people into telling me what their name is. So this is my trick. Feel free to use this. Sometimes I'll go, if I'm talking to someone whose name I don't remember, I'll go, hey, you know what'd be hilarious is if we just looked at each other's driver's license photos. Mine's so embarrassing. Let's see yours, pal. And then they're like, pal, you don't know my name, do you? And that's when I chloroform them. Drag them down to my basement. I keep them there for a little while, you know? A couple weeks go by, my buddies start coming around. Hey, man, we're getting kind of worried. Have you seen Corey? I'm like, Corey? Something. I spend too much time on the internet. I spend too much time on Facebook. I spend too much time just like not doing anything productive on Facebook, just like clicking on ex-girlfriends' profiles, like we used to go out and that's your house and family now. And some people call that stalking, but I don't agree. I think we use that word far too much when talking about Facebook. People be like, oh my God, I met this guy at a party and then I stalked him by going to his publicly available profile that he published for me to see. That's not stalking. That kind of talk must piss off real stalkers, you know? Like real pre-internet salt-of-the-earth stalkers. Just like, stalking's not being in front of a computer, damn it. Stalking's being in a van. Oh, she had a Foursquare check-in at a Starbucks? Good for you. In my day, we had to go to all the Starbucks. It built character. There's no Google Maps. There's no Street View. This might not be her house. That's part of it. Spend way too much time online. My Netflix creeped me out recently because my Netflix recommended for me a whole, because you know, when you log into Netflix a lot, it'll start recommending films for you. And then my Netflix recommended a genre of films for me. The genre wasn't action-adventure, it wasn't romance, it was dark father-son comedies. What the hell is that? It's not a genre, that's a psychological profile. Apparently I give off a real Cats in the Cradle vibe when I rent films. I don't know. I creep myself out watching stuff online. I was watching, I'll go on YouTube and just watch videos of robots that science is making for us. I don't know if you've seen some of these videos. There's helpful robots. There's robots that will like sweep the floor. There's robots that help build things. And then there's a whole category of just apocalypse robots. Robots whose only purpose can be to bring down humanity as we know it. There are robots, there's a robot, for instance, that what it does is the whole scientific marvel behind it is that it gallops at high speeds and it can't be knocked over by a person. What the hell is that for? I was counting on that. I was counting on being able to knock over a robot, but no, the robot's galloping really fast and then the scientist kicks it and it just takes it in stride and keeps galloping towards you and your family. I don't need that robot. There's like, oh, we made this robot. It's just a shotgun that feels anger. Is that one you need? It's not. The one robot, I am excited for robot cars, self-driving cars. That's something I'm excited for because I don't like driving. Driving just bothers me. I hate having to pay attention to road signs. Like a lot of times, because I feel like road signs don't have information that's important to me, the driver. I was driving along. I saw one sign. It just said, caution, falling rocks. How about this road signs? How about you stick to warning me against things that I can prevent or avoid or have any control over whatsoever? Because I don't know what to do. It's just caution, falling rocks. I'm like, Don't. That's all I can do. Because a rock falling and crushing your car, just about the most random thing that can happen to you. Like if I told you, hey man, did you hear about Mark? He was driving along and a rock fell and crushed his car. You would not go, oh, what a careless moron. Didn't he see the sign? I drove by my favorite road sign. It's the one that, like, if you're doing 55 and a 45, it'll flash your speed at you so that you can go, oh, glad you're not a cop, and then keep speeding. Like we all do. That's what we all do, right? No one takes that sign seriously. It just flashes. I'm like, yeah, thanks. I have one in my car. I appreciate the double check. Here's what would have to happen for me to take that sign seriously. I'd have to watch a car speed by it. The sign would have to flash 55, and then it would have to shoot a rocket at the car. Then I'd be like, all right, I'll slow down. Also, I should vote more. I don't remember that prop. But I am excited for these self-driving cars. The Google car that just drives by itself in traffic, doesn't get in accidents, so we can just be sitting there texting like we do anyway, but this way won't be really dangerous. Because that's the problem. The way we drive, it's insane. Like when we tell our grandkids who all have self-driving, like Google cars, the way we used to drive, they're gonna think we were the craziest generation of maniacs to ever live. It's gonna be like, Grandpa, you mean the car didn't park for you? How'd you do it? Oh, I just kind of eyeball it. Just give a quick glance and go, that seemed correct, and then just wing the big machine in there. Oh my God. Grandpa, did you hit stuff? Oh yeah, good God, I was always hitting stuff. A lot of times I didn't look back to see what it was, because, you know, I can't live with that. What? Oh my God, did people die? Oh, it was the #1 way to die for years. We were all drunk. That's it for me, guys. Thanks a lot.